Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here in Cocula. This is my seventh Pueblo Magico, and this one's actually pretty close to Guadalajara. It's like an hour away, and it's an amazing plaza. This is my fourth day here, actually, and it gets very active at night. So this is the birthplace of mariachi music. So that right there gave it some pretty serious Pueblo Magico credentials, and I haven't seen any mariachi music. They have it every Sunday, and I was here, but it was my second day here, and I was passed out due to some rough traveling from the beach on my travel day. It didn't really go as planned, but it all worked out well in the end. So this is the main church. Another one we'll be stopping at, and I don't think it's open now, but if you go down this way, there's a small market. It's not that big, and it's a two-story market, and on the second story there's like a restaurant. So I've been having breakfast there. So it's straight down that road on the right side. We're not going to go up there though, because it's usually lined with people, vendors on each side, and they're all done for the day, and then the market's all done for the day too. So my room is down that way. I found an awesome room. So let me tell the story of how I rolled in here from the beaches. So I was on Barra de Navidad, and I wanted to break the trip into two. And I just looked at the map, and there's this town. I'm going to say it wrong. It's called like Outlan. It's like Autlan, and the A has an accent, and the second A. So I get there, and off the bus, it was like 2 hours, and it was perfect because I don't like doing like 5-6 hour bus rides. I like to break it up, the most 3. But this plan is completely disintegrated. So there's a hotel right next to the bus terminal. Usually what I do in these situations is I just roll in and I get a cheaper hotel because they're like non-reservation type places and like little crash pads. And so they're sold out at the first hotel I go to. And the second hotel I go to, they're sold out. And then the third hotel I go to is sold out. And I get the gist. There's a major 10-day festival in town, and there was just no hotel rooms. So I was there for an hour, walking around with my bags. It was kind of like in the mid-80s. It was kind of hot. It was the middle of the day. But I did find something cool. It's actually on a short. It's the last short I dropped, and that town is the birthplace of Carlos Santana. So, and I'm a huge Santana fan. So, it was just cool to see that little, there's like on the street, there's like a memorial to him. And it's pretty cool. Check it out on my shorts. So, so I was only there for an hour, and I had to just get on the bus and continue to Cocula. So let's take a look at this church real quick. That's beautiful. So I jump on the bus, and they tell me it's 3 hours, and it like takes a detour. It does not like a direct bus, and it like starts going in another direction, like a half hour each way. I thought the bus was going the wrong way, and I was confused, but I did clarify it was going to Guadalajara with a stop in Cocula. So I get here like 7:30 at night, and real quick, I want to check this out. Dude, this has been here since 1553. It blows my mind that that church right there. It's around here for going on 475 years. That's insanity. So we got one more stop. So I finally get here 7:30 at night, and I couldn't find a taxi. And there's like very few hotels in this town because it's not really set up as a tourist town, which kind of surprised me because I thought it was so close to Guadalajara that the structure would be like most of the other Pueblo Magicos, but it's not. So I mean, tourists do come here, but they just don't have a lot of hotels, and they don't have a lot of restaurants either. You got to really look deeply for the restaurants. But I'm glad to say after 4 days, we got a great list going because the food is really good here. So I couldn't find a taxi at the bus station here, and the bus station's a mile from the Centro. So I walked it, I found a hotel, and it was completely booked, but the girl in the lobby, she was like, very nice. She helped me out so hardcore. Not only did she call me like a little moto taxi, like a little mini tuk-tuks, but she got me this amazing room, which is a great price. And I could actually live in that room and cut my bills way down. But I don't know if I want to live in Cocula because there's really not much to do here. There is the culture, the music, the history, and it's close to, like I said, Guadalajara. But you really need a reason to live here. I think one of those reasons would be you really need to be in the mariachi music. So, like I said, this is the birthplace of mariachi music, which is a huge deal. And we are going to the Mariachi Museum. So I was here this morning actually, so I already signed in, but I can tell you, once you sign in, give me your information, it's free. So it's a great deal. So we're gonna go through it real quickly. And be nice to be here when there's mariachi music. It's every Sunday, I guess, all day at different places, like mostly in the plaza. There's mariachi music, so try to be here on the weekend when you visit. Okay, like I said. Hola, amigos. So the museum is contained to like 2 rooms on this side. So the capital of mariachi. It's so cool that they allow us to be a free museum. It says a lot about sporting, something that's the soul of the city. All right. So the second room has a lot of artifacts of mariachi, and there's a really cool mural. So it's not part of the museum down there, but I'd have to guess there's some pretty awesome mariachi shows in this place. The acoustics would be really great. So there's a lot of different musics in mariachi. I'm not sure people really know, but the violin is one of them. One of my friends from my childhood is like a world-class violinist. He's in a bunch of the symphonies in the States, and you get a kick out of the violins in the mariachi band. I think this is, there's a lot of haciendas, like grand haciendas that are just the plaza way back in the day. But that's another thing to see in Cocula are some haciendas. So I think the main one's like a mile outside of town, so I'm not going to be able to get there this time, but definitely down the road. All right. This video's so it's the Mariachi Museum. So if you're here at Cocula, make sure you check that out. Got about a minute left of my video before I only have a 12.5 limit on my phone video. And so this was my 7th Pueblo Magico out of 12 in Jalisco. And I'm going to Ajijic next. And then I'll be resting there for a few weeks, hanging out with some people I know. And then I'm going to go back to the States for a week or two to clear my visa. And I have to get my driver's license in a new state that I'm a resident of. And I also got to start working on my permanent visa here, my residency visa, because I definitely want to live in Mexico full time, but it's not going to happen with the visa snap of the fingers, and the requirements are always changing. So I got to get on it. I'm also selling my car and get that process going. So, but it's very exciting to check off my 7th Pueblo Magico out of 12. If you watched some of my earlier videos, I had a lot of doubts that I would be able to continue this project when I was at like 2, 3, 4 Pueblo Magicos. But now that I'm at 7, I'm very confident that I can complete this journey by the end of 2025. So I gave myself 15 months. So I stay for like a week to a month in each one, even the smaller ones. I get to know some people and really learn about some of the hidden gems in these Pueblo Magicos. All right, so with that, thanks for checking out my video in the Mariachi Museum, and I'll see everybody in Ajijic very soon. Adios.